finalists. We have Andrius, Gudzius, Daniel Stahl, and Mason Finley. Do we have any questions? Yes, could you speak into the mic, just in case people are recording?
Congratulations on your victory. Obviously, you must be very delighted.
Yeah, I think I'm very, very happy.
In terms of the competition, and those last few throws, obviously you were leading, but did you think you'd hang on? Did you think one of your colleagues might perhaps go further?
Until the last throw of Daniel, I wasn't sure which place I will be after this competition, because Daniel is really strong guy. You can't expect anything from him.
Any other questions?
Andrius, my questions for you and for Mason. Did you expect both to achieve a medal stand here before the championships? Do you have such dreams or such expectation like that?
I expected the medal. I was working for that, but I wasn't expecting gold.
And Mason?
I knew I was capable. I'm kind of getting used to the European throwers. They're pretty good. So it was definitely surprising to be in the top 3, but definitely know I was capable.
That last throw, obviously, you'd won gold by then, but it was great going into the ring to throw, knowing you were the champion. What actually was going through your mind then?
I was trying to reach 70 meters somehow, was my goal, but I missed something. So still, I was thinking to do my best, what I can.
Okay. Do you have another question?
My question for Daniel. Daniel was a world leader before this competition, so what was wrong, especially if you say that you expected to improve your personal best here?
Well, I have had a good season this year. I've been throwing really well in all the meets, and my goal this year was to throw the Swedish record and take a medal in the World Championship. So I've done those 2 achievements this year now, so I'm really proud and really happy to throw against these guys and great discus colleagues, and yeah, thanks London City for today. Awesome.
Swedish team has very many absolutely great throwers, but that is first medal in men discus throw for Swedish team, yeah?
Yes, exactly.
It's the World Championships.
Yeah, in a World
So
Championship.
are you happy to make such a little history for your country?
Yeah, I'm a historical guy now, so that's great. It's awesome. Like Mason and Gudzius also.
Any other
There's
questions?
more. Another 2 questions also for Andrius and Mason. Andrius, your mother, and Mason, your father, are the former discus thrower. Is it true? No? That is what our statistics says. No? That is wrong.
Yeah, because I'm first athlete in my family, maybe 60, 70 years.
My mom is a discus thrower.
Your mother,
Yeah.
yeah? Okay, so for Daniel and for Mason, yeah? And your father is the former discus thrower.
Correct.
Yeah? Great. So did they give for both of you some advances in trainings or some interesting story which from which you can learn a lot in discus throw?
Well, yeah, my dad is definitely obsessed with the discus. He started me very young. I think I was about probably 12, 13 maybe. And he's still throwing now. He's 50-some years old, and he's throwing in the Masters with the 1.5. So,
Till now.
yeah, so I mean, it just started young, yeah.
And some advice, did you get some advice from him before these championships?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he always just tells me, try to stay calm and trust in the movements, and yeah, that's pretty much his advice every time. Yeah.
Did you really still stay calm here?
As good as I could. Yeah, definitely better than I have before.
Okay, Daniel, did you get some advices from your mother before the championships and during your trainings maybe?
Yeah, she meant a lot to me. She's a former Swedish champion. She threw 51.90 and second best in Europe in powerlifting also. And my dad was former hammer thrower. Stockholm's strongest police in 1980s in powerlifting, so that's pretty cool, I think. And yeah, that meant a lot to me, and also my big sister threw the hammer also. Went to college in America, so yeah. So yeah, that meant a lot to me, and my mom coached me before I got my coach, Veton Hafstensson, and she took me up to 62 meters. I think that's pretty good for a low-level women's discus. Yeah.
Andrius, did you stay in touch with Gudzius Alekna in your country? Did he attend your trainings sometimes, or maybe something like that?
No, I'm not training with him.
Not training, just...
Sometimes he gives some good advice for me, and it is very useful.
Mental or technical advice?
Mental, because our techniques, it is different, so it's quite hard to advise correct in different techniques. But mental advice is very useful.
Any further questions?
Questions for you. At these championships, in your past preparation, in your technical preparation, or physical preparation, you became faster, stronger. What else?
I think it had a lot to do with trusting in the movements and not trying to power throw it basically. Staying loose and just trusting in what I do at practice. A few times I'll tighten up and just try to yank it as hard as I can, and it doesn't go anywhere. So we've just adapted, how we approach it mentally.
Statistics also say that you was the heaviest discus thrower in Rio Olympic fields. Yeah. Is it true? And is it your plus or your minus?
I was the heaviest.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He's just a small kid.
Yeah, I'm a small guy, man.
No, actually, sorry.
I think we all have tools, Dacker's very fast. Some of us use power. Yeah, but it's I don't know. I guess I think we all use our tools. Yep.
Did you have a question?
Yes, Andreas, you got your big throw out in the second round. So what were your feelings during the next 4 rounds? Because obviously there was a number of people who were very capable of throwing long as well.
Yeah, well, my feelings was, I don't know what was my feeling, but all my thoughts was about how to improve the results.
So you were concentrating on that, you didn't improve, so do you think you were tightening up a little bit during the course of the last 4 rounds?
I don't have what to say to you for now.
Just because you're sort of like happy?
Yeah, I need to analyze all the mistakes, what I did, and then I can tell you what was wrong.
Do you think there were mistakes though in your big throw? Because of course that was a personal best by over a meter, more or less a meter.
I think that throw was the best throw in my career, because in the technical side, because there was no wind today at all. You guys can see the same. And 6 to 9 meters in this condition is just those that we are in the correct way to do this.
Why do you think Lithuania, historically, for a country of 2.8 million, produces so many good discus throwers? Not just you or Alekna, but going back to
One.
Romas or Bartas. What is it about discus throwing?
Oh, I don't know how to describe all this situation about discus in Lithuania. We aren't very famous, yeah. But from time to time, we have good coaches, and from time to time we get good athletes. So when those athletes go to the good coaches, we have very good results.
Any further? Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you.